Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? I'm glad you guys are here once again. I've got a bunch of requests came in, so I'm going to play a bunch of those. If anybody is watching for the first time or maybe hasn't been here for the last couple of days, um, I most likely will cough at least a couple times during this performance, and I don't want anybody to worry. I've been kind of fighting this kind of like dry cough for the last couple week or so after I got over that flu. I'm not running a fever. I don't have any symptoms, so nobody worry about me. Don't be concerned. It's just a small cough, probably brought on a lot from allergies and just kind of that's that sort of thing. So don't worry about that. All right, let's get going. This is a request that goes out to, let's see, how do I get this? Zira Ndom. Yeah. It's gotten late and now I want to be alone. All of our friends were here, they all have gone home. And here I sit on the front porch, watching the drums stumble forth into the night. You gave me a heart attack, I did not see you there. I thought you had disappeared so early away from here. This is the chance I never got to make a move, but we just talk about the people we've met in the last 5 years, and will we remember them in 10 more? I let you bum a smoke, you quit this winter pass. I've tried twice before, but like this, it just will not last. All right. I have some longtime friends watching, and they've been watching for some time since this thing started, and they've been making this request, and I haven't yet fulfilled it. So this one goes out to my friend Chris K and also my friend Michael Lerner. You remind me of home. The paint cracks when the water leaks from the rusty pipes that are just beneath my feet. You remind me of home. The heater's warm but fills the room with a potpourri of dust and gas fumes. You remind me of home. A broken bed with dirty sheets that creaks when I am shifting in my sleep. You remind me of home. In a suburban town with nothing to do, patiently waiting for something to happen. The foundation is crumbling, becoming one with the ground. While you lay there in slumber, you're wasting your life, wasting your life. 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 wasting your life, wasting your life. You remind me of home, sitting on a thrift store couch. I'm trying to get this all down. Yeah, my friend Chris K, who that song goes out to, at least partially, was a roommate of mine. We were roommates back in the early aughts on Mercer Street here in Seattle, and I recorded that EP. It's from an EP called the Home EP, that song, and I recorded it up in my attic bedroom, and he was downstairs. I kept telling him to be quiet because I was trying to record. All right, I'm gonna play a song from a record called the Photo Album for you here, and this one is called Why You'd Want to Live Here. And I'm gonna play this one, and then if you guys have any questions, why don't you get them kind of lined up in the chat, and I'll knock a few out after I get this tune. Actually, you know what? Let's tune. This guitar is feeling a little squirrely today. I'm in Los Angeles today. It smells like an airport runway, jet fuel stenches in the cabin, and lights flickering at random. It's been a while since I've done this one. I'm in Los Angeles today. Garbage cans comprise the medians. The freeway's always creeping, even when the population's sleeping. And I can't see why you want to live here. I'm in Los Angeles today. Asked a gas station employee if he ever had trouble breathing. He said it varies from season to season, kid. It's where our best are on display. Motion picture actors' houses, maps are never ever current. So save your film and $15. And I can't see why you want to live here. Billboards reach past the tallest building. We are not perfect, but we sure try. As UV rays degrade our youth with time. The vessel keeps pumping us through this entropic place in the belly of the beast that is California. I drank from a faucet and I kept my receipts for when they weigh me on the way out here. Nothing is free, but the greyhounds keep coming, dumping locusts into the streets till the gutters overflow. In Los Angeles things I might explode someday soon. It's a lovely summer's day. I can almost see a skyline through a thickening shroud of egos. Is this the city of angels or demons? It's where the names are what remain. Stars encapsulate the gold remain. And they need constant cleaning for when the tourists begin salivating. And I can't see why you want to live here. Billboards reach past the tallest buildings. You can't swim in a town this shallow, so you will most assuredly drown tomorrow. All right. All right. Any questions that you would like answered? Why do you love Seattle so much? I love Seattle so much because it's really the only city that I ever truly wanted to live in. And I remember when I was a kid, I grew up in Bremerton, Washington, which is an hour's ferry ride away from Seattle. And when I was a teenager, we would leave Bremerton on the ferry to come over to Seattle for shows or to go record shopping or whatever. And it was just this amazing beacon of culture and art and music. And it was really the only place that I wanted to be. I remember the way the ferry would kind of turn through the channels, and they would take this left turn, and you just have the city skyline right in front of you. And it just would, like, my heart would swell as a teenager. I just, like, all I wanted to do was to be there. And that feeling has kind of never really left. I lived in Los Angeles for 3 years. There were some things I really enjoyed about it, but what it really did was it really kind of solidified that there was nowhere else I wanted to live other than Seattle. Okay, any other questions here? Let's see. What I say? Somebody asks, is Peter Cadis producing the next album? We haven't chosen a producer yet. We really liked working with Peter. We'd love to work with him again. But we're a ways away from making that that decision. But Peter is definitely someone we'd like to work with again. Can you show us today's T-shirt? I absolutely can. This is a T-shirt from my friends in the band The Beths, Auckland, New Zealand's finest. We did a bunch of shows with them in Europe around this time last year, a little earlier, and they had made one of my favorite records of a couple of years ago called Future Me Hates Me. And it was one of those rare occasions where the people in the band, you already liked their music, and then you just fell in love with them as people as well. And we just had such a great time with them. Same goes for the band La La La. I was wearing a La 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 T-shirt yesterday, and we did some shows with them and really enjoyed spending time with them. And they're just really wonderful people. Okay, any other questions here? What is your favorite country to tour in outside the U.S.? Well, I have to take it back to the Beths here. I absolutely adore New Zealand. I love it so much, and I love it for some selfish reasons. Like I enjoy trail running and being in the mountains, and there's just some of the most beautiful country in the entire world down there. And I find the people to be incredibly friendly and wonderful, and the sense of humor is great. And I don't know, I just I would love to spend some more time there. Obviously, no one is going anywhere anytime in the near future, but I do really love it there so much. That's my favorite place to play outside the U.S. Okay, let's do one more here. Okay, somebody's asking, what am I reading right now? That's a good question. Actually, I'll do two more. Somebody asked what I'm reading. I've decided at the beginning of this quarantine that I would, for the first time ever, read the book Tolstoy's War and Peace. It is a incredibly sprawling Russian novel, as I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with, clocking it at around 1,500 pages. And I felt like, this is the time to do it. This is the time to read a book like that, where you're just going to chip away at it over a very long period of time. So that's what I'm reading. And this guitar, this is an Epiphone. What is this again? Oh, I had it on the tip of my head. I'm so bad with guitars. Oh, yes. This is an Epiphone Cortez, which I purchased from my friend Tara Jane O'Neill, who's a wonderful musician and songwriter. And it's become kind of my favorite, like kind of sitting around playing, kind of in the parlor kind of guitar. I don't have a parlor in my house per se. I don't have a parlor, but if I had a parlor, this guitar would be in that parlor. It would be my parlor guitar. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so I've got a couple. Well, these are all requests, but I'm going to play a song that was requested by somebody with the Instagram handle CNCPT_1. And this is a song that I wrote, I contributed, I should say, to a movie, a remake of a movie called Arthur. Arthur was a movie with Dudley Moore that came out in the early 80s, I believe, might have been late 70s. And it was remade with Russell Brand about maybe almost 10 years ago. And I contributed this song to the soundtrack, and it's become kind of one of my favorite kind of deep cut solo tunes. So it's called When the Sun Goes Down on Your Street. When the sun goes down, down on your street, oh, let me be the one you meet in the lamplight hum of a night that's just begun. And though you fear where shadows fall, there's nothing there to harm you at all. Uncover your eyes, preserve uncertain skies, and arise, arise, and step into the night. It'll be alright. When the sun goes down, down on your street, and you're feeling strangely incomplete, oh, please don't grieve for days that felt like leaves. Cause under a moon that hangs from silver strings, we know not what this darkness brings, but the stars all gleam with possibility. So arise, arise, and step into the night. It'll be alright. When the sun goes down, down on your street, oh, let me be the one you meet. For I've waited years for you to return to me. So arise, arise, step into the night. Yes, arise, arise, step into the night. Arise, arise, step into the night. It'll be all right. I'd like to let my mother know, as per her recommendation, I'm drinking honey with lemon. She heard me coughing yesterday on the broadcast, was concerned as any good mother would be, and told me I should drink honey with lemon. And Mom, it's working. It's really great. All right, this song is on a record I did with a gentleman named Jay Farrar, who's an amazing band called Sunbolt. And this is a song that goes out to Macy Krause, which is this is a birthday request. So how could I turn it down? There is no need to say another word. We'll be golden and eternal, just like that. Something good will come of all things, yeah. Simple golden eternity, blessing all. 'Cause these roads don't move, you're the one that moves. These roads don't move, you're the one that moves. Now I'll get my ticket and say goodbye. Leave San Francisco behind. Go back home across autumn America. And it'll all be like it was in the beginning. 'Cause these roads don't move, you're the one that moves. These roads don't move, you're the one that moves. And all the dark torture is a memory. Oh, I do see my star still shining. From all those years looking out of jail and ship windows, the irrational mort of loneliness is always crime. 'Cause these roads don't move, you're the one that moves. These roads don't move, you're the one that moves. These roads don't move, you're the one that moves. All right, Spacetime 616 requested that this one is an old tune. Sitting on a carousel ride, I could not help from smiling. I can hear the Atlantic echo back. Roller coaster screams from summer's past. And everything was closed at Coney Island. I could not help from smiling. Brooklyn will fill the beach eventually. Everyone will go except me. All right, I'm gonna play a cover for you. This is one that's been requested by a few of you. This one might be a little difficult to get through, but I'll do my best. This is a song by my friend Scott, who's no longer with us. My hole, I'll get my hole out. Get my hole, get my hole, get my hole, and I'll find out more. It's a choo-choo train, rocket launch. If we have a hormone race, I am bound to finish first. Can you see in the dark? Can you see the look on your face? The flashing white lights been turned off. You don't know who is in your bed. It takes more than fucking someone you don't know to keep warm. Do you really think I fuck that have speed to find your love in a hole? But you won't find love in a, won't find love in a hole. It takes more than fucking someone to keep yourself warm. I'm drunk, and you're probably on pills. We've both got the same diseases. It's irrelevant, girl. And the room fills with steam, or evaporates, disappears. My point of entry is the same way that I'll leave. Can you see in the dark? Can you see the look on your face? The flashing white lights been turned off. You don't know who is in your bed. It takes more than fucking someone you don't know to keep warm. Do you really think I'd fuck that half speed to find your love in a hole? But you won't find love in a, won't find love in a hole. It takes more than fucking someone to keep yourself warm. You won't find love in a hole. It takes more than fucking someone to keep yourself warm. Oh, what a fucking heavy song. I miss that dude every day. As we are doing every day here on Live from Home, we are kind of giving a shout out to a local organization here in Seattle that is in need. Obviously, I know that a lot of you do not live here, but it is my intention to kind of direct people in the general Seattle metro area to places they might be able to give some relief to some organizations that are desperately in need of that relief. And today's is an organization called the New Horizon Ministries. There's their website right there, and also a list of things that they are in dire need of. This one's actually really close, near and dear to my heart, because my sister hosts a monthly night there where, she brings in all the food and she calls in volunteers, people like myself, and we come in and we, use this giant industrial kitchen to make meals for all these kids who are temporarily experiencing homelessness. They come in, they're sweet and lovely and very kind, and we just give them food. That's what we do. And this is something that goes on nightly at New Horizons. And I'm just really in awe of the work that they do. So as you can see here, whoops. If you're in the area and able to provide any of these items, they need sack lunches and cleaning products such as bleach, microfiber towels, and sanitizing agents. You can go to the website here. It has all the information as to where they are. They're down on 3rd Avenue in Seattle. What their hours are, you can get a hold of them and ask what you might be able to do to help. They are very kind and wonderful, and I really appreciate the work that they do. Okay, so I'm going to play a couple more tunes here for you. I actually released a brand new song today at thestranger.com, which is our local alternative weekly. And I think sometimes it can be a little bit treacherous territory to try to write a song about what you're going through in that exact moment. But I think because of the state of things now and that it seems to be on everyone's mind, I kind of couldn't resist. So this is a song entitled Life in Quarantine. If you go to my Instagram, you can catch a link to where the song is posted. I believe in the next couple of days, it'll be posted to all the streaming services and everything else, and SoundCloud and things like that. So here's the song. I actually haven't played it in front of anybody before, so you guys are the first audience to hear this. Let me get in the better position for this. All right, here we go. Streets are empty, the bars and cafes too. The street lights only changing 'cause they ain't got nothing better to do. You say it's like Christmas, and when nobody's around, or when our city was still a secret, before these carpetbaggers came to town. The airports and train stations were full of desperate people, trying to convince the gate agents that not all emergencies are equal. No one is going anywhere soon. Inside the Safeway, it's like the Eastern Bloc. People have a way of getting crazy when they think they'll be dead in a month. But you like the silence of the wind through the trees, and I like walking beside you through these days of no guarantees. And the National Guard is on their way to protect us from our neighbors. And everyone who's tried to swim for it is drowned out past the breakers. The airports and train stations are full of desperate people. No one is going anywhere soon. No one is going anywhere soon. That was a better ending. You know what? I'm gonna play two more because I realize we've got another request I gotta throw out there. Okay, so I know I'm playing a lot of really deep cuts here. Maybe some of you are familiar with some of these tunes. Maybe some of you aren't. But my thought was, we're going to be here every day, and I'm trying to play. I'm trying to make every day a little different. I mean, obviously, there's a little bit of a formula in the sense where I'm playing some guitar, I'm playing some piano, trying to kind of, kind of see if I can motivate some people to kind of give to some of these organizations. But at the very core of it, I'm just trying to play, a bunch of songs that I don't get a chance to play that often, because it kind of gives me an opportunity to, work those muscles and remember those songs, because there's so many up in here, and some of them are starting to slip as I get older, including this one. This one goes out to a gentleman by the name of Ryan Thrower, I believe is his name. And it goes like this. This is a song I wrote when I was living in Los Angeles, about living in Los Angeles. And it goes like this. It's always summer in the southern state where I'm behind the moon, floating in space. But I'm not in hiding, just trying not to be found. So when I hear my name, I never turn around. Here in the valley, they live in their cars as they dream of fields under oceans of stars. I'm disappearing into that grid where I live out in the open, perfectly hid. Ooh, 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 It's always summer in the southern state, and it's a comfortable life in a beautiful place. Something's rattling somewhere inside, and it sounds like it's broken, but in a place I can't find. It only gets louder with time. Ooh, all right, guys. One thing I was gonna tell you. So as I've stated before, I'm doing this every day for the next 2 weeks as of last Tuesday, and I think it would be fun to make Sundays an all covers day. And it'll be a shorter set, shorter than these, but it'll be an all covers set. So you can either hit me up at Gibbstack on Instagram with any cover suggestions. I want to get them kind of earlier than later so I can learn them, because I don't want to hack through these. I want to actually get some and kind of prepare them properly so I don't ruin a bunch of people's songs. So if you guys want to hit me with some ideas for that, or on the chat here, that would work as well. And then we'll just we'll plan on that. That'll be on Sunday. Tomorrow will be a day not dissimilar to this, and I'm just realizing we got a lot of songs to get through. So I see some requests coming up that I can't believe I haven't played yet, and I'll try to get to those as well. So I'll leave you with this one. This is a song by a band called the Postal Service. I'll be the grapes fermented, bottled and served with a table set in my finest suit, like a perfect gentleman. I'll be the fire escape that's bolted to the ancient brick where you will sit and contemplate your day. I'll be the water wings that save you if you start drowning in an open tab when your judgment's on the brink. I'll be the phonograph that plays your favorite albums back as you're lying there, drifting off to sleep. I'll be the platform shoes and do what heredity's done to you. You won't have to strain to look into my eyes. I'll be your winter coat, buttoned and zipped straight to the throat with the collar up, so you won't catch cold. I want to take you far from the cynics in this town and kiss you on the mouth. We'll cut our bodies free from the tethers of this scene, start a brand new colony where everything will change. We'll give ourselves new names Identity is erased. The sun will heat the ground under our bare feet in this brand new colony. This brand new colony. Everything will change. And everything will change. And everything will change. All right, thanks for being here, everybody. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys had a good time. And yeah, get those requests in and take care of yourself and take care of those around you. And be kind, mostly importantly. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, bye.